Alright, I know it's been a couple weeks, but there is good reason why there hasn't been any videos. Number one, I just graduated, so I've been taking some time to relax and everything since that is finally over, and I'm just preparing for college soon. So yeah, that's going to be a rough start for that, but we'll get used to it. And Minecraft Dungeons has also come out, so I've kind of been grinding that, and you'll see a clip here of me beating the game on the hardest difficulty. So now that is done, I'm going to be occasionally grinding that. So if you want to see some Minecraft Dungeons content, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, here's that clip. Alright, so yeah, that's the game beaten on the hardest difficulty right there. The final boss. So what we're going to do in here is I am a bit of a ways away from anything. Not too far away, but I'm a good distance. So I want to do, well, not a bit, an industrial district. Because you know how like my old base kind of stuff everywhere, I want to like plan things out. And have a bunch of farms in one area, but like organized somewhat, unlike my base over the spawn chunks. So we're going to do that. We have 4 maps here. So whatever we get in these 4 maps, we're going to do a 2x2 grid pattern. So we're going to open this first map here. Alright, so we have this one. So basing off this map, we're going to go 1 over this way, 1 that way, and 1 this. Actually, I kind of want to go that way, up, and over here. So we're going to fly to the very edge of this map. And we're going to open another one. And where's number 6? And then we're going to open one here. And then 7. Alright, so then we need to get some item frames, and then we can frame these up, and this is going to be our area for our industrial district. So we have the one we're in right now, one to the right of it, one above that one, and then one to the left of that one. So that's the area, and we're going to try to level this place out, get it all ready for the district placement, and yeah, see how it goes. Alright, got the item frames all in place. As you can see, we got a pretty big area here. So we're going to start on this corner by marking it all the way out. And going all the way around. So let's get to it and start getting the area flattened out. Alright, we just finished the outline. We used iron blocks instead of a lot of them. And if you look closely, you can see this white border, or grayish kind of border on the outside of the map. That is where our border actually is for our industrial area. So it is pretty much a full perimeter, I do believe. And we're at Y level 70, but you were standing on Y level 70, but we're at Y 71. So now it's just time to get rid of everything in the center, all the way down or up. Since we have some divots here that are below it, we have to raise that up to our platform over there. So this is going to be a huge task, but it shouldn't be that hard. Most of it's grass, but we do have, we didn't do it over here. We have this big mountain. The biggest mountain we have is like right here and right here, but those are pretty easy. So I think I'm going to Make the floor out of something I have a lot of, so we're going to see. We're going to connect this up to the nether as well, since I do have some obsidian. I'm going to get to work on that, and we'll be back, and we'll see this thing completely change to a colorful area for our industrial district. Alright, the area is completely covered in cobblestone, and now what we need to do is get some carpet. So I don't really know what color to do, or if I should do a pattern or something, so if you see just another color on top of this besides gray that I just didn't know what to do, but I may not try to find a design that I like for me to do like a little cool thing on top, but then it'll just get covered by all the builds. So I might just go with a standard color, because then once we start building projects on top of everything, they'll just get covered. So yeah, let's go get some carpet dupers and we'll get to fill in this area in. Alright, so carpet is all in. We even added some white carpet on the outside to stop all mobs from spawning, so basically block all mobs spawning in this area with just carpet, no light at all. So that's one positive of using carpets. Now it's time to lay out how we want this area to be. So this portal is somewhat in the center. I didn't actually calculate it, I just went off based on the map. So right where that player is, right to the left, is the portal. So it's like what, basically the center. I'm fine with it. I'm not going to be that big of a deal unless something else happens and I'll move it over a little bit, but we have the portal here. We also did link it up to the nether side. So if we look this way, this is the empty exit. That's our squid farm right there. Then we also have our portal for the end portal, and then a little up was our witch farm. And then I dug this area out all the way over here so we can get back to our main area. So that's our main base, our mob spawner, and then our old base is over here. So we have that all linked up and everything. So we got to get used to flying through this little area over here, which is a bit hard to get into, but once you do, it's pretty easy to stay forward. So then this is our new portal for the industrial area. And since we do have the Lightmatica mod, I can get some schematics of where I want everything to be laid out. So we are going to do that. Don't know what we're going to exactly do in here, but we'll get some things laid out. So we'll probably take a schematic of this, like I said, and put this as our central storage, since, I mean, it does work. As you can see, we have a big area. If you didn't watch this episode, this area holds way more drops than I'm ever going to have for this mob spawner. I don't understand why I made it this big, but I mean, hey, I guess it's helpful for the future. When I need another schematic, I can just come over to here, and yeah, this was a fun episode. So let's go lay some of the industrial area out. Okay, so we spent a little bit of time. We got some of our schematics laid out in a way that I think works pretty well. We still have some empty space here. I'm still kind of torn on what to do in this area because I can't really fit much. So yeah, the last thing I want to get is probably a kelp. That's a kelp farm right there, a little bit smaller than these. But yeah, we got basically everything in place. So starting over here with the crops, we have a melon and pumpkin farm. We have exactly 4 of these, so each one of these boxes is one of them. So we can see we have 2 different modules. We could combine it into one, but I think it'd be easier just to follow the schematic so that we can make it like that and not have to do our own stuff like that. So we got 2 of these on each side. We just flip them over. Using the schematic right here, we go to displacements, we hit configure, and then we hit the rotation so that we can flip it around to different directions we like to. So obviously for this sugarcane thing, there won't be 3 of them. We're actually just going to expand the sugarcane so it flies across the whole area over here, instead of having 3 different things right here, because I don't know if it works in different directions, because it could be directional. So we're going to, instead of having these modules to return the flying machine, go back that way, every single one, we're going to have this one over there, and then that one over there, so that we can get the perfect circle. So it'll go across the whole field. Over here we got the iron farms. So we have 4 of these guys right here, and that'll produce about 20,000 iron an hour, which is plenty. Over here we have some villager crop farms. So we have 4 of these guys. Then we have 2 of our cobble machines over here. So we get about 200,000 cobblestone an hour, which is ridiculous. We have the jungle tree farm right here, this big monstrosity. We have the universal tree farm in this little box right here. And then we have the spruce farm over here. So the only tree type we can't farm here is the dark oak. And that one's a little bit more difficult to farm, so I don't think I'm going to be using it. If I do, I guess we can make that somewhere else. I'm not 100% on making that one as of right now, since it is a bit ridiculous. Then we have 4 of our bamboo modules from our super smelter. We just took the schematic from the super smelter itself, so we have all the rest and everything down here, and we just made 4 of these in a row. So basically have the same amount of fuel we get from our super smelter, just in a different layout. And yeah, we have the main storage in the center, which can hold a lot. For the sake of this episode, I think I'm just going to get the storage in place, so we have a starting point, so that when we finish a farm we can just loop a tunnel for the items to go up and then into the system itself, so we can start storing the items right away. So let's probably get to that, and we'll work from there. Right, we got some things in place. We got this built up a little bit, and I decided to get rid of most of the schematics and just put the blocks where I have them laid out, so we don't lag my game entirely, because I was basically running around 45 FPS because all the rendering it had to do. So yeah, we got this in place, put up a little bit higher, so I think it's going to work better. And now if we head up there, we can see that it's pretty much the same as the one for the mob spawner. I just made these walls higher because I'm thinking about doing pixel art, but it'd be like very small because it wouldn't work everywhere for each one of the drops, or I'm going to sort them by like crops, wood, other things like that. But I'm not 100% sure, so I put the walls a little bit higher. And if we look in the center, the portals are only 2 portals now. Instead of the one we have here, we have the maps here. You can see all the little blocks we have everywhere to point out where the schematics are being placed. And look in the center, this is where our storage is. And if you look down the bottom, you can actually see that I did start one of the farms already. So yeah, that's pretty good. We actually go ahead to that right now. It's over here. So we have one of the 4 melon and pumpkin farms in place. We just need to get the collection routed to the get the collection right here. We're gonna route this to the storage in the center. So I think I can try to harvest it. I'm gonna actually, we don't need this. I did try it once, so that's why that is there. Those drops are there. Everything else despawned. So that sign I put there so I can remember how many items it is per hour. On average, obviously. Let's go sleep real quick. And one good thing I like about this is the carpet. It basically stops all mobs from spawning, except on top of the concrete right now that we have placed to mark where the schematics are again, but there's different colors so I know which one's what. So like the orange is for the melon and pumpkin, the green is for the sugarcane, That green is for the bamboo, that is for the crops, brown is for the tree farms and everything like that. So I think the lever's up here, but eventually we're going to try to run redstone lines to up there in the middle where you can control everything. That will be a project in itself because that's going to be a bit difficult, but let's try this out, see if it works. And as you can see, we have the flying machines go across, and we can harvest this in a certain pattern because the flying machine moves forward twice, and then the pistons are activated. So you see we don't break the stem here, we just break the pumpkins and melons, and they're arranged in a certain pattern like this because of ilmango's discovery that they grow faster like this. I don't understand it, but it works, so I'm not going to complain about it. And this I could have extended just one of these all the way across the whole thing, but I think with the schematic that we have, it'll just be a bit easier if we just make another one, because we can just use the schematic and not have to extend it and guess. So this is going to try this and see if it actually returns, which it should. Yep, there we go. And now it goes back, and it also harvests on the way back as well, because you do get some melon and pumpkins that grow on the way back, because they're just that fast at growing. So yeah. And I also did upgrade my GPUs. We are now running a 2070 Super instead of a 1070. So we upgraded a bit, so we're getting better performance, and I could also do ray tracing now, which is cool, but it's not on Java, it's only on Bedrock, and I don't play Bedrock, so we're going to turn this off. And this is what we're looking at. So once it comes back, we're going to go wait for all of the items to get dispensed, and they are doing that right now. You see, we're getting a little bit of items stuck on the hopper right there. That could be a problem. That could be losing some drops. I'm not going to be 100% worried about that. And you can see we have some fast minecart unloaders, so the minecarts are basically already done unloading at this point. Yep, already done, so we can go down here. And I can't even pick up everything. So this is going to be insane because I'm going to have 4 of these. So I don't think we're going to need to run this long at all, since we're already filled my inventory. Granted, I did have a lot of stuff in my inventory, but that is just ridiculous. Make sure no minecarts got stuck or anything. Does not look like it. Yep, looks like we're all good here. Now we get to the three other ones. So I think I'm gonna do those and see how we end up there. Depending on there, we might do some other things, like do the sorting for the storage up there. But I'm not 100% sure yet. But we'll see how that turns out. So we got pretty good progress already. We got 1 farm done. And I can't wait to see how this looks on the maps too. I think that's going to be the best thing ever. Like looking at the map and just seeing it like grow with all the projects and everything everywhere. I think that'll be cool. So yeah, I'm going to get back to work. We still have to do the sorters and everything and build more bunch of farms still. So well, let's get to it. Okay, so when I said this is going to be a big project, I actually kind of underestimated it. This is a huge project, this industrial area. I just spent the last 8 hours building those last 3 pumpkin farms. 8 hours. Like, are you kidding me? But I mean, look at it. They look amazing. So now what I want to do to end this episode off, I think I'm going to try to do the tunnels for the items. So these pipes that have the items coming from the farms will be underneath this, and then we'll have the pipes here like supporting the structure, so it's not just like a floating object in the sky. and then maybe we'll do something in the center to hold that up as well. But yeah, these are looking pretty nice. And we got pumpkins, melons growing galore, so we're going to need those for the sorters. We have all the items in place for the filter. We just need to get the items we want to sort in each area. And yeah, so let's get working on these pipes. I think I'll do this in a time lapse. It'll probably look pretty decent. We'll see how it looks, and yeah, I'm already getting really excited for what's going to look in the future when everything is populated.
You can't fall asleep when you're counting stars. Get it together. Your mind can't sleep when you let it serve. Now you wanna see me fall from a quarter mile. I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it up, you'll see who had it all. You had it You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, oblivion. Oh, going Fall into oblivion. Fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, I'm going in.
Alright, so our tunnels, or tubes, whatever you want to call them, making the items all the way up to here in our storage are all done. We have them connected, at least these two for now. We still have to get the one from over there and the one from over there eventually when we start working on that side. But we'll connect any farm to these main pipes on the ground. And as you can see, it really didn't decorate them at all. Just getting the pipe in, nobody's gonna ever see it, hopefully. So yeah, they lead up to here, where they again get pushed over against the line on these sea pickles right here. So that they can get on the hopper, or they can get sucked up by the hopper, but as well get the momentum from the water and continue all the way down and around until they come back to here where any overflow would get burned by lava. So that's for that right there, and then we just connect this one over. We just use the packed ice so that it'll flow through it right here. It'll just flow through that and carry on. So yeah, that's everything done. We got our melon and pumpkin farms all done and dusted. As you can see, they're basically almost filled because I don't have them turned on at the moment. Since I don't have the filters in yet, that's probably something I'll do off camera in between episodes. So yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode. A lot of progress done from my first time back in about 2 to 3 weeks, I think it has been. But yeah, I'm going to try again with the content videos. I'm not 100% on it though, but I will try my best to get the videos out more consistently now. So yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, all those sorts of things, and I'll see you in the next one.